There's a lot of excitement about Copilot, but you need to know exactly which type of Copilot to use, when, and why. Go to copilot.microsoft.com. Don't even log in. You can still use the Copilot for free. That's variation number one. When you log in using personal or free Microsoft account, which means Outlook.com, Hotmail.com, Xbox, and so on, then you get more features. You also get Designer, which gives you text to image and many other things. That's variation number two. Then here I'm still using the public Copilot, but instead of using Microsoft account, I've used my corporate account. And that is why I'm getting this extra benefit, which says whatever you type, that data is protected. It will not be used for training purposes for the LLM. So you get the public version of Copilot with data protection. That's variation number three. The fourth variation is the full Microsoft 365 Copilot edition, which is $30 per user per month. When you log into Microsoft 365 portal, you will see a separate icon called Copilot. It looks similar, but the difference is it says Copilot for Microsoft 365. So 4 variations of Copilot. Now you may think that because I have the Microsoft 365 full-fledged Copilot, I don't really need to learn or use the other 3 Copilots. And that is not true. Now, before we understand why, let's see the primary difference between the public Copilot and the Microsoft 365 Copilot. The difference is simple. Microsoft 365 Copilot has full access and understanding of all the data, files, emails, and chats which you have access to. Whereas the personal Copilot obviously does not have access to it. The personal Copilot is just chat and nothing else. Whereas M365 Copilot is chat, which has access to all the files, plus it is also embedded as Copilot inside Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and more. So it can directly create and manipulate files of Office type. We will need to use the Microsoft 365 Copilot and the public Copilot with corporate account login. In order to see both of them together, first I open the Microsoft 365 Copilot. This is in Edge, and there is a Copilot button. When I click on that, I see a tab, Work and Web. Work means exactly Copilot for Microsoft 365. Whereas Web means public Copilot with my corporate login. And that's when I see protected as the message. And it also reassures me that whatever personal or corporate data I put here is protected and will not be used for training. So we are going to see various things and try on both sides and then figure out under which circumstances to use which tool. So I'm in work version of the Copilot and I'm going to ask it to analyze this balance sheet. The balance sheet is already open on browser as an Excel file. Notice it didn't understand anything. So instead I'm going to say, and now / allows me to choose the file. And now let's see whether it understands it. So that's all it did. It does not understand much despite everything. Now I'm going to go to the public version with my corporate login. And now let's see if it can analyze this web page. So this has just given me generic stuff about what is a balance sheet and how to interpret. Not a good idea. So I'm going to do something else. I'm going to select the data, select the whole data, it's a table, copy it, and then paste it here, and then say analyze. And now it gives me perfect results. And I can keep on asking it more questions saying, what are the risks? Should I invest in this company? And so on and so forth. Now exactly the same thing I'm going to do with the work version of Copilot. So we'll go to work, exactly the same prompt, exactly the same data. As you can see, it's still looking for some documents outside. Outside means in my corporate network, which is not what I wanted. So from this point of view, analytics of data is not possible using Microsoft 365, whereas it is possible using the web version with corporate data protection. In this case, let's try another variation. I opened the file in the desktop version of Excel. I'm going to go to Copilot in Excel and I'm going to ask it to analyze this It is just telling me that the grand total is more in a particular month. That's not very relevant. Now let's say add all insights to grid. Let's try. It is the same thing which it showed earlier, total, and then frequency distribution of something which is useless from balance sheet analysis point of view. So bottom line, the built-in Excel Copilot did not understand anything. As though this is not enough, there is another variation which is really powerful. So this time I'm going directly to ChatGPT, and this is ChatGPT paid version where I'm using version 4 and the data analyst component. So when I go to ChatGPT 4, I can actually refer to data analyst component. So in this case, I'm going to copy paste the data. It is giving me the methodology. It is actually showing me the Python code which it is running behind the scenes. And now it is actually giving me amazing analysis along with summary. That is the real power of ChatGPT. So this was about data analytics. There are many other aspects we are going to cover in the upcoming episodes. So that's it for now. See you next time. Thank you.